general, and if he could see the big orange overload in front of us, he'd probably start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers' offense will be first on the attack. The old saying is that a tight end is a quarterback's best friend, and David, if that's the case, these two couldn't be chummier.
Yeah, I mean, they know exactly where they're at. They're on the same page. Both of them are superstars. And Jesse, when you got a tight end, you can move around, you can feature in the slot, you can block, you can catch it, you can run after the catch. A quarterback that's already great, he knows to find that gap.
And that's incredible in this offense when you think plays in the passing game, go to the tight end. This guy is athletic. He can stretch the field. He's a matchup problem. And there is no question in this game, the quarterback is going to be looking for his big fella early and often.
They'll give it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the
speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He wants to change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football.
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On the run, it's Hayden. Oh, he's got some space. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Vols want to move quickly. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Rides the back and leaves it. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses the 35. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Johnson looking to throw. Got the quick pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. You put it all on display on that side.
Johnson wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Matthews. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Davis. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nice move to keep running.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually,
there he goes! And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
from the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Might be changing the route. They'll try to get outside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He turns that loose down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Durham. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, LSU.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual-threat quarterback, because on the previous play, he hurt you with his arm, and then on this one, he hurts you with his feet. They're going to have to do a better job of getting pressure on him, making him get rid of the football or go down with it, because his speed and his arm talent right now is a problem.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown LSU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught over the middle, it's Hayes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Staley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been
turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC's going to give him the ball some more.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Johnson looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Parker. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
Oh, they really could have used Their physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Trying to do it on the ground. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Staley. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. Looking for the end zone. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he made the extra point without problem.
LSU 35, Tennessee 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
At the 20, he's got space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Motion from the back. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Tennessee 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Showing off the arms. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going with the ground game left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Goes to the option. The pitch. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
So here is the Tennessee offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there getting the sack.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for him.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 40, there he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out